Okay. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. I had a video I recorded a couple of weeks ago to upload, trying to be consistent, but I lost it. I lost the video. I have no idea where it is. It was uploaded, and I guess I could. No, it was on my phone. I wasn't using my DJI here, so I think I deleted it. But there's some wisdom that got cast to the ocean, to the ether. But today, so many topical things to talk about that's going on in the world today, especially when it comes to domestic and local politics and certainly international politics. But I'm going to take a step back from discussing things that seemingly seem really out of our control. They're not, but admittedly, it is hard to think that you can affect change when other people's are pulling the reins of power, right? So we're just little people, but little people do matter. I mean, our thoughts and our desires and our hopes, I really do feel it can affect change on a global scale, but that's for another topic. Today, just a short one. I always say that and then I end up blabbing for 20 minutes, but I will do my best to keep this somewhat relevant and short as it pertains to the wisdom I've garnered and collected over the years. I think I've shared with you. I'm 60. Well, technically I'm 60 in a few weeks, but I always like to round up. I take full credit for the years that I've been alive. I'm not one to round down. Plus one look at me and you ain't this age or that age. You look your age, and that's fine. But I just wanted to say that getting away from things that you can control, the things you certainly can control, and more directly so, is your well-being, your mental, your emotional, and of course your physical well-being. Doesn't mean you have to work out every day. I mean, I am out here at the park. I do my best to do something every day. And the way I rationalize that is I need to make room in my body, literally in my gut, for some meal I'm going to enjoy for lunch, or dinner. I certainly don't eat rabbit food. I like my carbs. I like my meats. I like my butter. I like my oil. And while I do my best to try to not indulge or become gluttonous, I will not deny myself a good meal, especially if it could be your last meal, right? Not to sound overly dramatic, but yeah, just being true to yourself and taking care of yourself can come in all different forms. It doesn't matter about whether it's to lose weight or to be physically fit or anything like that. No, I mean, that's an easy one, but just in the everyday times of your life that you take in to just stop and breathe and take in the world around you, whatever that world looks like where you live, and to appreciate and not take for granted, what you do have, whether it's shelter, the food in your refrigerator, family, friends, even the ones you don't get along with. Don't take those things for granted, because you never know when they could leave your touch, or you yourself could end up exiting this existence. And so I'm a big believer in not regretting things that I should have done, and equally as important, the things I probably shouldn't have done. And there's nothing wrong with saying I'm sorry, that was wrong of me. I'm not expecting you to forget those things that I did to you or to yourself, but I'm willing to move on and learn from it and do my best not to repeat those missteps. And I use the word missteps intentionally, because I don't really think we make or intend to make mistakes. No one does. We make the best decisions we can in life with the information we had at the time and how we felt at the time, and hope for the best. And sure, there are a few things we've probably done in our life we knew full well wasn't going to end well, but those those instances aside, I think learning the art of forgiveness, and it starts with yourself, is super important and beneficial to you and to the humanity at large. Again, not to sound like a movie, but I really do believe every person can affect change within themselves, within their community, and I honestly believe, globally. I mean, and hell, for that matter, whoever's living on all the other planets and moons, solar system, universe, whatever. But forgiveness is super important, and moving on and learning, acknowledging those missteps, and moving on from them and growing and learning from them. And as a teacher in a small college, I share a lot of those things about myself that I wish I'd done maybe differently. But hindsight, being the 20/20 vision that it is, doesn't allow for that. So I always share with students to look at me as an example of what not to do. and I know that's very counterintuitive to any teachers listening to this, that we're supposed to set ourselves up as examples. And sure, there's some people that can do that. But the example I like to use is the things that I look back on and wish I had done differently. And for what it's worth, I share it to them, and I even joke with them. I know for some of you it's going in this year and out that year, and that's okay. But at least I made the effort to tell you and share something with you about myself in my life choices and career choices. And hopefully you can maybe think about that when it comes your turn to make those decisions, and save yourself some grief sometimes a lot of grief. But that's all I had to say today. It's about forgiveness. Forgiveness starts from within, and just be willing to acknowledge it and learn from it. And in my case, with a classroom of 20, 30s, and even 40-year-olds, share what I learned from the mistake. I even said the word mistake. From the misstep, and maybe they can do better. So that's it. That's all I got today. Hopefully I don't lose this video and upload it for my subscriber base of 5 at this writing. That's okay. It's not about the numbers. It's about the quality, not the quantity. And hopefully it reaches with someone. All right, guys. I will finish that and not lose it.